Hey guys, this is Mr. Sailors, and I'm going to help you today. I hope go through some of this opinion writing that we're working on the benchmarks. I want to just kind of analyze these two little passages real quick with you, and then I want to get you started on your writing. So maybe you can turn out some great writing pieces for us today. First of all, let's take a look at this first passage, homework on the weekend. This is one of the opinion passages that you read yesterday, I think, and you should read again today. I'm going to read this out loud. You follow along either on the screen if you can see it, or you can just follow along on your own copy there in Edgelastic. Okay. I want to read it and you follow along, and then I'm going to help you kind of analyze this. We're going to look at this opinion from this particular author. Okay. So, also, before I get started, I'm going to tell you, you might hear my little boy Mike in the background. He's watching Home Alone, and so you might hear some voices. That's what that is. Just ignore that. Okay. All right. Here we go. Homework on the weekend. Homework on the weekend is an important part of our education. First of all, we go to school to prepare for the real world. In the real world, most people work long hours. They may work nights or on the weekends. Sometimes they don't have a choice about weekend work. Learning is the same way. It doesn't happen just during the school week. Doing homework on the weekend is another way to help you learn. It's true that there is no school on the weekends. Many students look at the weekend as a time to play or to do other fun activities. No one is saying you need to stay in and do a lot of homework. You need some time for fun, but an hour or so of homework should be fine. There is plenty of time over the weekend to get it done and go have fun as well. Finally, many students want to go to a college or university. Students do whatever is necessary to help them get into college, even if that means doing homework on the weekend. Now, this is obviously an opinion piece, and that's what you're going to write today. Um, Let me see if we can figure out, first of all, what is this writer's opinion? It looks to me like from the very first sentence where he says homework is an important part of our education, he probably or she probably thinks we should have homework on the weekend, right? Now, he gives some reasons for this along with some evidence, and he kind of puts these things together in a way. It's okay how he does it, not necessarily the way that we're asking you to do it, but it's okay if you choose to do it this way. He kind of puts everything in one place here, where he says, or his opinion and his introduction in one place. First of all, we go to school to prepare for the real world. So in the real world, people work long hours. This may include nights and weekends. So what's he saying? He's saying we're going to school to prepare for the real world, and sometimes in the real world we have to work on the weekends. So it just makes sense that we should learn how to do that through homework in school. Okay. The next thing he says is that yes, it's true down here that there is no school on the weekends. He says that at the beginning of the second paragraph. Okay. His next kind of reason that he gives, not only should we fit it in to our weekends so that we can prepare for the real world, but he also says, you need time to play and do other fun activities. No one's telling you to stay and do all the homework. You need some time for fun. But look at what he says here. But an hour or so of homework should be fine. In other words, what he's saying here is that you should be able to fit in your homework and your fun activities as well. They should have time for both of those. All right. Then he goes on and gives us another reason here, along with a conclusion. He says, many students want to go to college. Students do whatever is necessary to help them get into college, including homework on the weekend. Okay, so that is piece number one. Again, he gives us his opinion. Okay, his opinion is that we should have homework on the weekend. Okay, so he thinks we should have homework. The reason is because it prepares us for the real world. That's reason number one. Okay. Um, he says that reason number two, that it's okay to have homework on the weekend, is that you can do homework and fun things. And then reason number 3 that he gives down here is you might want to go to college, and that includes sometimes having to do homework on the weekend. So that's just kind of breaking down that passage for you. Now, we're going to use that in just a minute. I'm going to tell you what to do with all that, okay? When we put our after we read the other passage and put our paper together.